So we're going to get some more. Hey, Minneapolis, congratulations. 3.3 inches of snow yesterday. You're only down now 15 inches for the year. 19 Chicago, 18 in Indianapolis, 15 at Columbus, 33 in Wichita, but also snowing. Just about everywhere in the map here, snow. The farther south we get, though, Chris Bruin, the more difficult.
Yeah, more difficult, more dicey, not just rain or snow. We're talking freezing rain. That could be the potential here in San Antonio, where we're in the 40s this morning. Enjoy it. Big changes ahead. Jackson, Mississippi, we are under winter storm watches. But again, Steph, as far as snow goes, it's hard to tell exactly how far south of Mississippi it gets.
Okay, so let me tell you what our concerns are here. And, you know, our job is really to articulate our concerns and also a little bit of, you know, why we're thinking what we're thinking. First of all, look at our dew point temperatures, okay? The air is very dry here throughout portions of Texas and throughout the South. Now, we are going to get that moist flow coming up, but will it be enough? Because this is just at the surface. I got to tell you, when you see the water vapor imagery, which we are going to show you, you are going to see that the mid-levels are very, very dry. So the first factor is it's dry. The second factor is up in the Midwest, Jim showed you the water vapor. We have that big upper level low, and that can help squeeze out more moisture from the atmosphere. We're not going to have a big upper level low sitting right over Texas. Let me tell you, if we had that upper level low sitting right over Texas, then I would be more concerned. It's a matter of when does the cold air get in, when does the moisture get up here, and how much can we exactly squeeze out? Okay, so this forecast, it could tend towards the drier side. You have to keep that in mind. But even so, we have the advisories posted. You know, one little area could get, Chris, you know, right now, maybe 1/10 of an inch of ice or less, and that's going to cause problems on the roads.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't take a whole lot for Southerners to really lose control of the wheel, especially when it comes to potential ice and snow. Let's talk about timing, because this is going into the afternoon. Still pretty dry here across Texas. Showers start to form, though, in the Metroplex. And then overnight tonight, around midnight, that's where we could see that transition to some light snow in and around Dallas. Points south, though, and especially east as you go up along I-20 and I-30 into Texarkana, that's when we're going to see some of those higher snowfall totals. Shreveport, winter storm warnings, that's where we'll see potentially 1 to 3 inches. And then kind of a mix of things here from Austin southward. How far south does it get? It could even get further south than San Antonio. But again, ice accumulation is going to be very minimal, and could even see a few flurries here around Houston. But overall, things dry out very quickly and then getting cold on the backside of it. So as far as snowfall totals go, and again, we will see the snow here in southern Arkansas, northern Louisiana, and Texarkana. That's where we have the best chance, Steph, at that 1 to 3 inches.
For it to actually stick. I mean, a lot of those places will kind of see it fall, but is it really going to make it down? All right, Atlanta, are you going to get in on this? Well, it's a chilly morning on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And if you're volunteering today, make sure you have that jacket and several layers. You can also visit Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home in Atlanta. It's fully open. It was closed for repairs in 2016, and they had kind of opened, I think it was one floor. Now the whole thing is fully open. All right, let's talk more about the snow in the south, because, Jim, it's going to be dry, but maybe some flurries.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting, and the question is who gets the snow, and I would say if you live in the mountains, you got a better chance at it. Certainly the city of Atlanta, as we work our way toward Tuesday night. Everybody in the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, generally 1 to 3 inch amount. I think we could overachieve a little bit once we get to the Northeast, because there'll be a new coastal low, and I'll let Steph talk about that, because that'll be her section. But you can see how the front is dropping its way down toward the south, and with it, light snow. We've got winter storm warnings out. We showed you Arkansas, back through Shreveport, San Antonio, Austin. But then we start to dry this thing out a little bit, as typically the case with the northwest flow. And what's interesting is, does the front actually outrun the upper support? So do you drive all this cold, dry air into the surface and then bring the upper front? Because the fronts are stacked up to the left. If you're looking down from the top, the front's going to be way to the right, and you're way up here on the left. So does the cold front drop all the way down south of Macon before the precip gets here? That'll really be the question. But if you're up in Blue Ridge, if you're up in Chattanooga, I think Toccoa, you got a good chance for a little bit of accumulating snow there on Tuesday afternoon. And then it's all about cold and wind chills heading east. But will there be a wave of low pressure, Steph, developing on this front for the Northeast?
Yeah, that's something that we are looking into, and some of us actually could see some decent totals out of this in the Northeast, so watch out for this. We have the system coming on through. The good news with this, though, it is moving fast for everybody, right? So we have this huge jet stream that's dipping on down. That jet stream can actually help enhance some of this precipitation coming out of it. So with that jet stream going across, that means that we could see some heavier snowfall totals. Look at that nice little strip of 5 to 8 there, just to the west of Boston. Otherwise, it's going to be a 1 to 3, 3 to 5 type of thing for us. Let's zoom on into the forecast real quick. quick for you. As we head, it's really more into our Tuesday for the I-95 corridor. That's when we're going to get in on it. And we're just going to kind of straddle that rain-snow line, especially if you're right along the coast. Boston, New York, we're going to go back and forth type of a thing. For Cleveland today, it is snow for you. Temperatures hold strong in the 20s. How about as we head into Pittsburgh here, our forecast shows today into tomorrow. This is this afternoon into tomorrow morning. It's going to be a tough travel for you guys. And then for New York, again, it's going to be in and out. And by the way, Boston, your forecast is going to be similar to this. You're just going to be straddling that line. Chris, take us coast to coast.
All right, let's go coast to coast now with a look at your Monday morning weather headlines. Minneapolis.